would like to walk you guys through our syllabus for U.S. history and geography, um, considering how we are going to need to be flexible with our time inside the classroom and also virtually. Um, I figured that this might be a good opportunity to record some videos just to make sure that we're all on the same page with what this class is going to be. So there is going to be a file copy of this syllabus on Schoology right underneath this video. So please, I'm not going to read every word of the syllabus to you. It is thundering. I wonder if y'all can hear that. I'm not going to read every word of the syllabus to you, so please open up that document and explore it as needed. Essentially, U.S. history and geography in 11th grade is designed to piggyback off of the U.S. history that you guys were taught in 8th grade, which I know there's a few years separation of those two grades, but the idea is that you're essentially learning through the Civil War in 8th grade, and then we are sort of going to, well, not sort of, we are going to pick up where you left off then and move essentially from Reconstruction forward, so post-Reconstruction, all the way up to contemporary U.S. history. And as it says in the state standards right here, this course will place Tennessee history, government, and geography in context with U.S. history in order to illustrate the role our state has played in our nation's history. This course is the second of a 2-year survey of U.S. history and geography, continuing from 8th grade's study of U.S. history and geography. What this comment about Tennessee history means is that we're going to teach U.S. history as we would ordinarily teach U.S. history, and anytime there is a reference to the state of Tennessee, the people of Tennessee, and the role that Tennessee plays in the development or the continuation of the development of the United States as a country, and that will be emphasized. And since this is a tested course, meaning that at the end of the year there's one of those EOC tests that you guys will have to prepare for, anytime we talk about Tennessee history, little buzz, alarm should go off in your head that this is something that you need to pay particular attention to, especially as it relates to state testing. With an eye towards state testing, that may or may not look different this year than it has in years past, but we need to operate on the assumption that there will be state testing in the spring of 2021. And also that we will be taking benchmark tests. So benchmark tests are tests that we are going to give you through GMSD at different points throughout the school year to sort of progress check. Okay, so we'll say at this point in time, let's say in September, we should have mastered these standards, and have you, and what do we need to go back and review? So they're just a nice benchmark, a litmus test, if you will, of how our progress is going. Don't freak out. We're going to take it one day at a time, and I'm sure that you guys will master the material. I do want to also point out that there is going to be a significant amount of primary source discussions. Primary source might be newspaper entries, letters, but also political cartoons and maps. Those are all going to or could potentially be primary sources that we utilize. So supplies down here, I always have, Kleenex, hand sanitizer, and Clorox wipes as things that I would love to have in the classroom. This year, I know that's really tricky. We're all lucky if we can find hand sanitizer and Clorox wipes for our own homes, let alone have enough to send to school. So I understand that that's never a requirement. If we are going to be meeting in the classroom, then please plan to bring a small binder with you to organize handouts. But everything that I may give you as a piece of paper in the classroom will also be available on Schoology. So while I may ask that you organize the materials that I give you, if we're learning virtually, you can choose if you want to organize things and print them off, or create folders for yourself on the computer with those Schoology documents. So again, the word of this school year is flexibility. Late work, we're still going to hold ourselves accountable for late work, and if you don't turn things in on time, all you're doing is leaving points on the table. I operate on a total points system, so you may think, oh, that's just a small, 10, 20 point assignment. But if we do 10 of those 10 points assignments, then you can see that that really adds up. In terms of testing, testing is going to be given on Schoology, and you will have the opportunity to retake the test. Everyone does. And then those grades will be averaged together to give us a final grade, essentially, since we do total points. So, and I'll talk to you guys more about that when we get to tests, in preparation for test days, excuse me. The rules, we're going to follow all of Houston rules. The big new Houston rule this year is going to involve social distancing and mask wearing. So just please cooperate with me as we get to social distancing. It's going to be very important in my classroom. So I thank you for that in advance. I'm going to grade things in a timely manner. All assignments will be posted to the Schoology calendar well in advance. Please communicate with me if you are having issues meeting deadlines for any particular reason. I'm not a mind reader. Let me know what's going on with you. Maybe we can work to find a solution that works for us all. I want us to have a productive year. I want us to have a challenging year, but a good kind of challenging year where we can grow academically, learn some things, and also enjoy ourselves as we engage with the material. It's going to be an interesting school year, but we can definitely do it, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. Thank you.